So this is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Yo, this is Tony Terry, and you're watching Dope Living TV.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver, and whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
What's up? We watching Dope Living TV. What you watching?
Yo, welcome to Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. Let's see. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Yeah. Check us out. Come and see.
What's up? It's your boy Greg Great. It's Dope Living TV Live. Steve, I'm gonna let you do it today.
All right, this is your boy Steve. The views that I express on this Dope Living TV live show are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. If you don't like it, get your own damn show. Can I say something real quick, G?
You want me to put your close up?
No, not. We'll do that at the end.
Okay.
But I want to say happy birthday to my sister, April Edwards. Happy 45th birthday to you today. I love you. Hey, enjoy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I got a question.
What's the question?
Gee, remember we were talking about everybody from Gary?
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something I never knew. Did you know that Shawnee Henderson, which is her new name, that her husband is from Gary /EC?
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that. I did not know she was married to Pastor Keon Henderson.
Yeah, everybody taking all of these Gary people. You remember Jasmine Guy got my guy from West Side.
Oh, well, I've been knew that because actually his mom taught at Beckman when I was a student.
She did. That's right. That's right.
So I knew that a long time. I knew that then.
Kim Patterson.
Coolest thing in the world. How you doing, Kimberly Patterson?
Kim Patterson, what's going on, man?
Let's do the close-up now.
Phenomenal. Kim Patterson, man, look, she is a phenomenal, I don't want to call her, what do I want to call entrepreneur? I'm going to call her entrepreneur. Said Keon Henderson is his name. She does a lot of things, man, okay? And as a matter of fact, tomorrow we're having Lil Rounds. Now, everybody said, Lil Rounds, that's a rapper, right? No, her name is Lillian, but she shortened it to Lil Rounds. She was on American Idol. She was one of the top 8 finalists.
Season 9.
Is it 9?
Season 9.
Top 8 finalists, man. She did a thing, but she'll be here tomorrow, talk to us, hang out with us, and whatever. But tonight, we got the Relationship Roundtable with our friends from Melanin and Marriage. I didn't say Melanin and Magic this time. I said Melanin and Marriage, even though they create magic. Show off the book, boy. Go ahead, show off the book.
It's like that,
Yeah, man.
Now they can see the visual, not just what we putting up there, it's here, in all of the articles, it's here. So I just want them to know that,
And let me say this before we get started, man. Look, there is plenty of room out here in this industry for everyone.
Definitely.
There's enough space for everybody. The thing that we have the problem with, and I'm not saying we here or Kim or anybody like that, the thing that we have the problem with as Black people is supporting each other. Why do we always have to be in the crabs in a barrel atmosphere? For me, you can't hurt me. I'm so secure in my, and this is not arrogance or bragging. I'm just confident because I'm so secure in my brand and everything that I've done in these 30 some odd years that I've been in this business. All right. And if I can say 30 years consistently, regardless of whether I was down and out at one point to now where we're flourishing, where everybody's winning. I've always tried to help. I've always tried to be there and present for everyone. Okay. It's enough room out here for everybody, man. We got to look, let's not hate. Let's support everybody. Because when we support everybody, we're in the worst support.
We are the worst. Yes, Kimberly. I mean, how many times do we see Hispanic or Latino families? They'll buy a whole apartment building. It's 4 families in there. They all work at the same job, and they still coming home from work fixing up that building. And they work together. we are the most divided.
And you know what? But I'm not gonna hate anybody that creates that division. I'm not going to, simply because of the fact that those that are creating division, I'm here to help. I am here for you. Okay, trust me, I'm here for you. But one thing you can't do, I don't care if you're faking the funk, as they call it, you can't tear me down, because my God won't allow it.
And see, I just want to know if we decided to work together, understand the strength that we will be as one.
And before we get to them again, man, check this out. So a long time ago, I had the record label Dope Living, right? And I did a post and I said, look, and I was talking about my city of Gary. There's a recording studio on the east side, recording studio on the west side, recording studio here, there's about 20 recording studios. Do you know how powerful we could be if we all came together with all these different types and styles of music and put it out there? Gary, Indiana, that our hometown, would have been a mecca for music. But no, everybody said I'm the best rapper and I'm the best studio and I'm this and that. Okay. And I just continued to put my sons and their guys' music out, getting the money, sending them to Dubai, doing their thing. And I'm like, you know what? I one thing about me, and I hate doing this, I don't talk about it, I be about it. And you can ask anybody who knows me. Those that don't know me will say, nah, Greg ain't shit. Okay, I'm cool with that. I am not shit. That goes down the toilet. All right, so I'm cool with that. But I've always been trying to help everybody, despite the hate that comes my way. I don't even look at the hate anymore. So everybody, I just want to say this, okay? Please, you guys want to go up? Support. Is there something I can do that's reasonable, that makes sense? I'm going to do it. I have a brand that I've built. So hey, I'm just saying, we got to support. I don't care who it is. It could be the smallest entrepreneur trying to get to a certain level, which Rachel Gary helps out a lot with, and it could be a large individual. And I got to throw a shout out real quick. I'm sorry, bro Banks, Sister Marie. I'm coming. I got to throw a shout out to Katina Fields out in California, my publicist. She's done a great job, fantastic job. Now, I might be down low on the list by now, but she moved from where she was at to California so that she can get bigger, and it worked out for her. She's a celebrity publicist. I'm proud to say I'm one of her celebrity clients, even though I may be down on the list, but still, she still takes care of me. We had a great conversation today. Shout out to everybody who's doing their thing, trying to get there. But again, note this. Please, number one, be consistent. Please, let's get out of this crab in a barrel mentality. We don't need to pull anybody down to come up. That's the worst thing you can do. Let's raise each other up. Let's help each other. Please, I'm begging. Having said that, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Having said that, anyway, Bro Banks, what's going on, man?
Hey, how y'all doing this evening, brother
Had
Steve?
to get it off my chest.
Greg Gray.
Had to get it
leading
off my
the way.
Chest. Look, bro Banks, when you a couple of weeks you guys have told me I need to embrace the fame. I need to embrace all of that stuff. I'm never going to embrace fame. I'm not famous. Okay, I don't ever want to claim that, but I will accept the compliments. I will take the love, because we all need that. I'm going to do that. Thank you for enlightening me on that. Okay, because I'm the most humble guy there is. I'd rather talk about you than me.
I understand you're not famous, but you are very successful. Understand that.
I mean, I'm good.
And some people take success as fame.
Okay, well, Sister S. Marie Moore.
Good evening.
Yeah, man.
What's up, sis?
I apologize, y'all, for this delay. I had to do that rant though, because I heard some things today over the weekend that really disturbed me, and last week really disturbed me. And it's like the really messed up part about it is, go back, look at our ancestry. Okay, we need to be supporting one another. Period. I mean, God, I don't get where everybody has this delusion of grandeur. Okay, because your record's selling more than mine. The higher you are, the harder you fall. If you are not being patient and attentive and obedient to the path that God has put you on. Come on, man.
record labels are really, I mean, it's create beef and self-destruction. Especially, that's why a lot of true artists now, they don't want to deal nothing with a label because they want to be able to control what they put out.
Man, look, I've been tossing this around and thinking about it. I want to start a label again, but I want a label for the artist. I don't want I don't care about the money. I want a label for the artist. Artist gets out there and performs. Artist gets in the studio and creates this record, this music. All we do as managers, producers, is sit back and watch. So why do we get the bigger cut? Y'all don't really want me to do no gray matter on here, okay? Because when I do them gray matters,
hey, ain't gonna be no relationship. It's gonna be a different type of relationship roundtable if we're going to gray matters.
I just, I got so many, and Brother Banks, feel me on this. I got so many over the weekend, last week, so many. Greg, you this, Greg, you that, and good stuff. You created this, man, and it wouldn't be this if you hadn't did what you did and all this sort of stuff. And I sat back and I prayed on it. And I'm like, you know what? There's some truth to that. It's not being arrogant, but there's some truth to that. Mm-hmm. I did a lot, and I've helped a lot of people. I don't ask for anything in return. I don't. Those people that have shot up look. A lot of people don't know that Freddie Gibbs hosted 925 music videos a couple of times. He was on there. He was hosting. He was doing my part. I could have easily, man, it's a lot. Man. Relationship Roundtable, guys.
Come on, man. Let's not even.
That's all right. Let him use
Shout out to Freddie Gibbs from the G. Happy belated birthday, man. You shut it down in Indy.
Life is different. Hey, man, don't forget this week is starting also. Books and Buckets. We have these amazing individuals on. This is me trying to help. And they are doing a week-long thing with trying to put literacy and basketball together. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful initiative, man. Everybody that's in the hometown of Gary, Indiana, man, y'all go support this, all right? For real. Support.
Coach Scoop and Coach Scoop, Johnny Walker, and his wife, Miss Keisha Walker. Dr. Keisha Walker, let me get it right. And they're doing something awesome. It's free, starting at 8:30 to 2 o'clock from 3rd grade to 10th grade. Hey, let's go support.
Let's go, man. Shout out to Lil Round. She'll be here tomorrow. Lil
Round. She gonna tell us about the 12. See, I did my research too. She gonna tell us about the 12 when she's setting it off up there in Memphis.
Come on, man. Man.
Doing a thing.
Thank you, Kim. All right, look, hey, bro, Banks, sister Marie, how was your holiday?
June 19th was good.
Right now. Sorry, that was my weekend was nice and quiet. It was home and resting.
Well, I'm not a party. Evening weekend was quiet.
Actually, it was. I was asleep by like 9 o'clock on the holiday. I did not hear they had the fireworks, but when I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Like I'm not trying to hear nothing. So
I was in a torrential downpour with hail, and jokers was still firing off fireworks.
Yeah. I was in the dungeon creating, man, for real, creating. And I was oblivious to all of that stuff. Shout out to my son Jordan as well, man. At the beginning of every show, that's who y'all see. Jordan Gray, Dope Living TV. That's that guy. All right.
Shout out, Jordan.
Awesome. Love you, son. So, my professionals, let's get started with the Relationship Roundtable. So, let me ask you: is respect more important than romance? Think about it now. I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead. Is respect more important than romance? Anybody?
I shouldn't have to. I mean, you should never have to settle for neither one. I mean, for one or the other.
Hey man, I don't know why I did that. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, you know,
actually, you guys are still on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But you should never have to settle for one or the other.
Gina did it, y'all. Gina's the one that made that happen. She messed with it.
Something messed up. Was it messed up because it was telling me it was an error.
Yeah, Gina did that, y'all.
Blame the late person.
And
hey, where are you doing, Gina?
I'm good.
How you doing, Gina, you got that ambiance. She got the sun coming in on the side.
Where you at?
I'm at my mom's.
Okay, that's why it's different. See, Gina comes on and she just press buttons, y'all. Okay, so
he can't blame this one on me, y'all.
He pressed the button and it was only me. Now, you know I don't like the spotlight like that, but I got it back. But anyway, Gina, we're thank you for coming today. I know you're very, 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 very busy. So thank you for giving us a little bit of time. Okay, she's really busy, y'all. Okay, so proud of my sister doing what she's doing. So shout out to you.
Thank you.
But Gina, I'm gonna ask the question again: is respect more important than romance?
Of course.
What?
Respect is more important than romance. How you gonna have romance if you don't have respect?
And how you gonna answer the question and not explain it?
Well, you got to have the respect first. I mean, it just goes first. It's like you can't put the cart before the horse.
Okay.
Definitely respect. You got to have some respect in order for somebody to even start feeling you at all.
Well, okay. Karen said, I don't want romance with no respect or respect with no romance in a relationship. That's cuckoo.
That is cuckoo.
Karen, no jokes. Stop. Kim said, I agree. Respect is more important than romance. Steve, what did you say? And then we're gonna get to Sister Marie and
I mean, my thing I said was in a relationship, I mean, you shouldn't have to settle for one or another.
Okay.
You know, why would you want to be in a relationship with somebody that you don't respect? Or when you're in a relationship with somebody, you want to have that romance with them.
But what if you don't get that romance? Then you lost out because all you got is that damn respect. That's it. No romance.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you got to respect yourself to the point of even getting to the point of romance. Because you can't jump in romance with everybody. But inside of your relationship, if you're in a disrespectful relationship and you having romance, because romance actually takes time and effort, takes some thought out processes that you can't get that without respect.
Exactly. It takes both.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm on the other side of the fence though, right?
I love to see how you gonna be on that side, but go ahead. Take a shot in the dark. Let me hear it.
Hold on. That's Marie. What say you?
I say romance is what brings two people together, but respect is what keeps them together. So, you know, there is no choosing between.
Okay. I respect the fact that you gave me that romance first. So Karen Day, by the way. Karen Day, by the way, is on the Relationship Roundtable live version that we take out. Okay, so Karen always got a lot to say. So if you say the wrong thing, Karen gonna come at you. She says she is not sacrificing the basics. I'll be alone first. I want it all. Karen, I got it all, girl. What you talking about?
Hey, Karen.
Lord.
Strike Greg.
I mean, with true romance, I mean, I feel like to have romance, you must respect the person, because don't mistake lust for romance. Because if you don't respect them, it's probably just lust.
So, Steve, what about that song, No Romance Without Finance? No romance.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't even listen to the song because I don't even want even talk to nobody that's singing that in the background. That ain't that's not even in my head. You know, that I couldn't tell you nothing about it.
Okay. All right, let me get serious here. I'm gonna quit playing, okay? Because I'm on a high right now because of the fact that I had to say what I had to say. Even though it was a little bit different, it had to be said. Okay, so I'm good now. Is it ever okay? Y'all tell me the truth. Everybody got kids. Is it ever okay to argue in front of the kids?
It's never okay to argue in front of the kids.
But
even if you go into a room, they can still hear. And we make the mistake of thinking that we are hiding from our children's energy, their emotions, and what they see and what they hear. So we just make a mistake. Unless we just absolutely leave the house, it's just never going to be able to hide it from them. But some arguments are worth having in front of your kids, just as long as you're not hitting below the belt.
Okay, Kim says never. Byron said, in relation to the other question, respect is everything. Respect is needed for romance to prosper. But simple lust doesn't require respect, nor is it romantic. Right. Get that. S. Marie, what do you say to that question? Is it okay to argue in front of the kids?
Absolutely.
Is it ever?
It's not okay to argue in front of your children. And I'll be blatantly honest. I never knew my parents disagreed. I literally didn't. And I love that. Even though I had a false sense of understanding, I just never heard it. So that made my childhood very peaceful. But I do understand that we're not perfect. So I'll say this before I pass the mic. It's okay to have disagreements, but what turns disrespectful for the children is the unresolved issues, the disrespect, or the conflict that turns abusive. That's what is triggering. So, it's okay because nobody's perfect to be like, oh, I don't agree with you, and kind of go back and forth, because again, we get caught up. But it's when you take it to the next level, when they see something different, the yelling and the constant disrespect, they grow up thinking that that's normal, and it's truly not. So.
Okay, Gina, what you say here?
Yeah, my parents never argued, and I'm like Karen. I only heard my parents argue one time. I think I was in my 17 years old, and I thought they were getting a divorce because I had never heard them argue before. So I thought, my mind was like, "Oh my God, my parents are about to be divorced." But I don't. It's not okay, because we have to teach our kids how to control their temper, how to control situations. And so we have to be an example. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't happen, because sometimes an argument stirs up and the emotions can fly. But we have to try, I guess I could say, shield our kids from that, because you don't, like as Marie said, you don't want them growing up thinking that's normal. That's the way things are. It's not okay.
Okay, but we don't want to be phony in front of our kids either. Okay, if there's a problem and it turns into an argument, the thing for me is that we don't have to yell at each other. We can disagree. We don't have to yell at each other though. Okay, which makes them think that we're fighting. As opposed to arguing. They call it a fight. Are you fighting with mommy? Are you fighting with daddy? So I'm just saying, that's just me. Steve?
Well, one thing I believe that we need to do, stop using the term arguing. It may be a miscommunication. Argument comes in about when we get loud and we get into the terms of maybe a little disrespectful. I've always said the love that our children see will be the love that they reflect on someone else.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So,
but he said argue, though. He used the term argue.
No, I'm saying that's why I said we shouldn't argue. But that's what I'm saying. We have to stop that term. One thing we have to do, we have to change our conversation and walk in a different way that we don't usually walk.
But Steve, there are arguments. There are arguments in relationships, so you can't just say get rid of the term when it happens.
But can't it just be a miscommunication? Because usually before it's an argument, it's a miscommunication.
Yeah, and that can be so, but the two are that's two different things though. A miscommunication is totally different from an argument.
I think the miscommunication,
an argument is just what it is, an argument. It's not a miscommunication.
I think it turns into an argument.
Are y'all arguing?
I think it's the beginning stages of an argument.
This is the miscommunication. Not an argument.
They haven't gotten to argument level.
But I feel what Steven's saying. I think sometimes argument is overused when you have disagreements, because people come out the gate talking about, well, why you arguing? I'm not arguing. I'm just expressing my view. And so sometimes people look at it as argument and they use the term, you're arguing with me or stop arguing with me.
So when do you consider it an argument, and when do you consider, because when you're to me, when people start yelling and raising that's an argument to me.
That's an argument, but before that, it's a disagreement, like he said, like we said. And what we need to do is stay calm, just like how Greg always say, take that 1, 2, 3 pause. We need to do that within our relationships. And that may stop.
It's easier said than done, though. I mean, we can sit here and say, let's talk this out, let's be calm. But there are situations where you just blow up. And it just happens. So you might have a bad day, and just that one thing push you over the edge, and now you're snapping. We're just human. We're human.
Every human does not snap. You have peaceful people. Every human does not snap.
Okay,
my mother was a very peaceful, loving woman that didn't snap. Never. I wondered.
She never did it in front of you, Steve.
I wondered how she was married to my daddy.
Maybe she never did it in front of you, but you might want to ask, go back and ask your siblings if
Hey, let me get
maybe you never saw it.
Let me get some of these comments in. Byron said, F them kids.
I knew Byron was coming with it. Byron.
I didn't know when their mother was wrong and crazy. Karen said, let's be real. People argue. She said, but I'm not arguing with nobody. Some people are argumentative. It's their nature. Kim said, you can have conversations without raising your voice. Want to throw a shout out too, man, to Desiree Lee Benson Brockington. She got a long name, okay, but she is a powerful woman. She is an award-winning PR out in California, doing her thing. All right. She's brought some great people to us to interview as well. So, hey, shout out to you, Desiree. Thank you for coming through. Tell you, bring some more. Bring Lawrence Hilton Jacobs over here. We'll talk to him. You know, we know. Bobby says, I'm sorry. Yes, it's easier said than done, but it's not impossible. It isn't. You can have conversations without raising your voice. It's not impossible, but it happens. I was a daddy's boy. All right. So my mom and dad had an argument, and being transparent, daddy can't come get me. He rest in peace, dad. But he moved out for a minute because they were the template for I'm gonna take some time. We need to take a break. He was the template of that. So they took a small 2-month break or something like that. And I wanted to go live with my daddy. All right. My daddy said, no, you need to be home with your mom. Now that could have been he didn't want me to be around when he was being a player. I don't know. Okay, but I respected that, and he was always there. My father, he was a good man. All right, but they argued, they argued. Ain't no disagreement. They argued. Some words were said. Some plates were thrown across the room. Chairs and sofas and telephone. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I better get to the next question before I get cussed out. Is closure, because we all have to get closure sometimes when we go through these things. Is closure something that you receive, or is it something that you create? Did I come strong when that was Marie?
You did. I love that question. I do. That's oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I ain't got no answers yet.
it can be both ways, because you can look for closure from that person, but you must have to create closure for yourself.
I'm thinking that closure is something that you have to create. I don't think you can receive it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, when I thought about this one, I was like, well, you know what? And this was brought up by my ex. Okay. She said she never got closure. So am I supposed to give it to you? Are you supposed to receive it?
That's an individual thing. That's something within their self. So I mean that's individual, because that's a door you may have closed, but you just didn't know you closed their door, but they had the windows and everything open. You know, so pay attention to it.
I don't believe in closure.
Angie said that happened to her, but I went with my dad. Always a daddy's girl. Yeah, she's a daddy's girl. Trust me.
So this.
I agree with you though. Oh, I'm sorry, Banks.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I agree with Steve, because here's the thing. Sometimes people need closure to move forward. So you do receive closure, but most of the time you do have to create that closure for yourself. Because if you sit waiting for another person to give you peace, that may not ever happen. So I understand exactly where Steve is coming from. Like, I love closure. I like to resolve things because I'm not a conflict type of person. I'm quick to cut you personally. I'm quick to cut you off because I don't have time to disagree. Time is valuable to me because I can't get it back. Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, you're right. You can't get it back.
Yeah, I can get it back. So for me, I'm just going to resolve mentally. For me, I'm going to find my peace with it, because I'm not waiting on anybody to give me anything. And I don't have time to give you that type of control, because that closure can be a type of, control for someone. So if I'm sitting there waiting on that, it's like Cardi B said, you living rent free in my head. I don't have time for that. I got too many things to do. So I definitely feel like it is needed, but you can do it on your own. You don't have to wait for somebody to provide you a closure.
And like you say, it depends, because if you're talking about a situation or just different things. So
go ahead, Brother Benny.
So this is, it's a little tricky. This question is thought provoking for sure. So creating closure is only necessary when you plan to have a relationship with that person in the future.
Yeah.
And if in fact you want to have, if in fact your relationship was so tumultuous or traumatic, closure is probably necessary for you in order to get through some things emotionally. But will that person allow that closure is the key. It's the question. Will they be accountable for their actions to give you that closure? So you can try to create that for yourself, but not everyone is receiving of it. Now, for me, I created closure when I was dating. When I first got, into the dating game as an adult, I was dating multiple people. And I thought it was necessary, once I chose that one person I was going to spend my life with, to create that closure for those that we were in relationships with. So I think it's a respectful thing that you can do to close out a chapter of a relationship or a friendship that you may have with someone and just move on.
Okay, shout out to Stephanie Godchild. Hey, from Real Life Topics Podcast. What up, girl? Stephanie. Yeah, I get that though. When I thought about that, I'm like, that's interesting because I don't have an answer. Did I give you closure? Well, no, you didn't. Am I supposed to give you closure? I don't know. Why did you ask me the question then?
Because that means she's holding on to something. People may not want to say it, because if they tell you they didn't have closure, it's because they left a window open. They may have closed the door, but they opened the window.
Her mouth.
That's made up to me. Closure is a made up situation to me. I don't believe in it. I believe you can leave the past behind and move forward, and that's
move
how
forward.
I look at it.
Closure is key.
I don't believe there's a such thing as closure. I believe there's a such thing as you moving forward and going on with your life, going on, to the next relationship. I'm not looking back. I'm not trying to figure things out. It's over and done with. Why do I need to figure it out?
Well, I look at closure as peace. I don't look at it as figuring nothing out. I just look at it as peace.
But why do you need that? Why do you need that for peace, though?
Closure, it just depends on the relationship that you were in. You may have been in a relationship that was 10 years. You're going to need some type of peace.
I was in one for 17, Steve.
But to Gina's point,
need closure.
To Gina's point,
I didn't say. You didn't need no peace after you came out of 17-year relationship?
I found my own peace. I didn't need closure. There was a lot of questions I never got answered to this day, and it's okay with me.
Was your walking away your peace, though? That was your closure?
No, it really wasn't. Not after 17 years. It wasn't. That wasn't my peace. Was
it your closure?
My peace was me moving forward with my life and just letting everything go. I just had to let it go.
So what I'm saying is, walking away after that 17 years was that was your closure, right? And with you, and to me, I'm just taking
when you talk closure, to me, there's questions that need to be answered. There's doors that need to be closed. There's things that you need
I don't think
answers to. That when I hear closure, that's what I think of. There's questions that's still left behind that you want answered.
I mean, when you
to me, that's the closure to me.
All right, let me get some of these comments in. Hold on real quick. We've been taught, like Karen Day says, that closure is needed. However, closure should be their behavior and you create for yourself. Okay. Byron said death is the best closure because all issues are done. This dude. Karen says, stop looking for people to heal you. Rachel says that closure is for yourself, not the situation. I think Sister Marie was saying something about that. Stephanie, yeah, what's going on? Karen said, I think we waste a lot of time looking for people to a job that only God can do. Your peace rests in God. Absolutely. Yeah. I agree with that, Karen. Karen, I'm going to have to bring you on and sit with us one of these weeks, man. Sit down and express yourself so people can hear your viewpoint as well, because I'm saying everything that you're saying and it's coming from my deep voice. When you said it sounds much sweeter.
It's much more beautiful when she says it.
Hey, bro, I didn't ask you that.
Hey, I sat next to her on the couch. I seen it.
Couch conversations coming back real soon. We just got to make sure that we build up to it, okay? Because I feel that we lost a little credibility, not having to do it. Here's what it is. Man, I'm not worried. What my name is? My name is Greg Gray. She said anytime. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that. Next question. What's something that people expect in a relationship that's actually unrealistic? Bro, Bex, you can't look confused. Come on now, you can't do it.
I'm gonna have to go to my cheat sheet on this one.
Come on, man. What's something people expect in a relationship? You ain't gonna never get it because it's actually unrealistic.
I got one thing I want to say, and y'all may not understand when I say it or not. Okay, in today's world, in a relationship, in marriages, we all know that what the vows are supposed to be in the marriage. People today change their vows and think their marriages will last, and you take God out of your vows. And how do you expect a marriage to last under God and the vows that you guys created for yourself had nothing to do with a covenant under God?
Karen says perfection. Oh, good one, Karen. I hear you, Steve, but there's no but. I hear you. Bobby said the other person is going to be everything that you want. Unrealistic. Yeah. Unrealistic that they're going to be jumping off that dresser every night.
I think an unrealistic
Stop, that's Marie.
I think an unrealistic view that probably never going to happen if the two people don't. I think the expectation that we're going to fit into two roles, two modes that are traditional when we're living in a modern time. I think we try too hard to go into relationships like our grandparents and great grandparents when we don't even have the value system of those people back in the day. They had community living where they gave to one another and received from one another. So I really think a lot of times we go in with the wrong expectation that we're going to be just like that generation back in the day. And a lot of women didn't work back then, but a lot of women work today. So we have to change our expectation of the roles that are played in our relationship.
Yes, I agree totally with that. Okay. I don't, I expect, well, what's unrealistic is completely, well, 50-50 is unrealistic. All right. That's unrealistic. I'm sorry.
I believe we need to go back to the way they thought. And I believe the way they think today is more messed up, because when we thought and we lived like the word say, see, the times change, but the words stay the same. Just understand that the times may change, but the words stay the same. And what he said, build it on, is what foundation we need to build a successful marriage, friendship, relationship, business with. We keep changing because we say the times change. God ain't changed. The times change is what messed this up. God stays the same. That's just my opinion.
And it was interesting. That was also a question that was given to me. It was interesting because I don't, a lot of this stuff, again, I'm not in a relationship, so I don't understand all of this. Okay. But this one right here just was like, I could do a laundry list of these, of things that's actually unrealistic in a relationship. The white picket fence, and the everything's going to be all right. Okay, everything's not going to be all right. Okay, you're going to experience some problems and issues, man. We ain't never got to worry about nothing. Well, yeah, we should be, run on the side of caution sometimes. We should. Those jeans. Yes, they do look fat on you.
If I have question or doubt, that means I lack faith. Because God say, I got it.
I'm stupid, that's Marie. I'm sorry.
But I think and I'm speaking from a man of God. Mm-hmm. But I think it's unrealistic expectations sometimes that we place on the relationship that we expect that when we go under this covenant that we're going to walk in the path of God. And that's the expectation that I think a lot of times, unfortunately, don't live up to that expectation. Then you have one person going to church and the other not.
But when you say that, Brother Banks, can we actually, when we're putting it in the that form, can we say it's unrealistic? Because if God says something, we should be able to rely on that.
Right. Yeah, but we're talking about flesh over spirit. And so sometimes we believe the flesh is going to follow what the spirit is supposed to guide us through.
And that is what I said. That is a doubt and question and a lack in our faith. I used to live that. I tell people I used to live a faithless. I'm fighting to get over a faithless past to get to my God-driven, faithful future.
Well, see, that's what I'm talking about.
But it's a choice. It's a choice in discipline.
But therein lies the expectation. So when you're living a faithless path or an unrighteous life, but you're trying to get to a righteous path, there's an expectation right now. Otherwise, just get married in court.
No, I'm not even talking about marriage. I'm just speaking.
No,
as
I'm
a
just talking
person.
about the path of marriage. You know, some people choose not to get married at the altar because they don't have that spiritual connection.
Right. So they're
So-
not making a covenant under God.
So let me get real quick. Aaron says the challenge is that women have more power than before, so they're not trying to listen to men guiding them these days, and that's why relationships don't stand up like before. I agree with that. I want to hear from Sister S. Marie more. I call everybody sister and brother, just so y'all know.
On that topic, the original topic about unrealistic expectations, I think you have to go back to what's technically unrealistic. People have to set their own boundaries. So, for anyone to say, oh, that's unrealistic, is it really? The problem is that we're looking for perfection instead of looking for someone to grow with us. We're judging what they can provide versus what we can build together. So for me, I just feel like that question is it's a toss up. Like what are the expectations that are realistic, healthy, or otherwise? Those are something that me and my partner set. So we have to decide together what's unrealistic for our relationship. We have to, discuss what's achievable, what's not, what we have to grow to. So for me, it's easy for people to say things are unrealistic if you're not living in that relationship with that individual. So you just have to focus on what makes you happy and what thrives in your relationship versus trying to set unrealistic expectations and thinking of what they are, because high standards, people think that that's unrealistic. It's not. Just because you have high standards, that doesn't mean that you're, unbearable or unrealistic. That means that you have goals, you have a vision, and that's something that you want to do with that person that you're committing yourself to. So I think that you have to make up what it is. And when people bring God into it, is my last comment. When you get married, I think people forget it. Steve, you didn't say this, but you pretty much the same thing. People forget that there's a three-coil string. It's you, your spouse, and God. That sets the tone. So when you're bringing him everything and you're doing it together, that's the tone of your relationship. You set the tone, the boundaries, the expectations, the growing, the building, all of that. That's for you to set and determine. So anything else is irrelevant.
Okay. What's up, D Starks? Says good evening,
What's
family.
up, D?
All right. Karen Day says, Steve, God stays the same. Absolutely. Now, reality is still reality. Women are not stay-at-home moms like my mom, her mom. Men are not covering every bill like her father. It has nothing to do with biblical principles. What's missing is mutual respect for what each person is capable of bringing to the table. Standing on God's words is the foundation, but we still deal with what's before us. I hear you. Somebody was going to say something?
No, I just said I absolutely love that.
Okay. I got one more question before we get up out of here, y'all. And this was strictly off the top, because everybody say, I'm looking for this and I'm looking for that. They got to be this. They got to be that. Are you dating the kind of person that you are qualified to keep?
Wait, say that again?
Are you dating the kind of person that you are qualified to keep?
Yes.
You qualified, huh?
100% and 110%.
What makes you qualified, Steve?
Because this is not somebody I searched for or we looked for each other. God found us as individuals and brought us together. And I tell you this, you going
to tell us her name?
No, I'm going to tell you something real quick, and everybody should understand this. You can go buy a Cadillac, and then you can go to AutoZone and buy a universal part that maybe go to different cars. But then when you take it and go take it back to the Cadillac dealership and get that Cadillac part, it just run different. It run better. So when you find that when God places you guys together, you found that rib that he took from you. So understand that. Then, so now you running like you ain't never ran before.
Steve got them car metaphors and the 4th of July rib metaphor. Go ahead, boy. I like it. That's what's up. Let's go. Nikki says that individual pride takes over in these relationships because people don't want to be bossed around by their mate. Yes, and like he said before, it's different now. Women don't want, look, there was, there was, I lost my thought because of that. Bobby, you messed me up, okay? But there was a saying, what's it a saying? I lost my thought. Oh my goodness. Old timer setting in. I lost my damn thought.
Thank you, Bobby.
We'll find it.
Yeah, because it was one of those, Esmery. So.
I know, that's why I said thank you, Bobby. Always come through in the clutch.
Yes,
say something while you're pondering over.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, and please, again, I'm just me, and I'm gonna say what I need to say. So the responses about women and not wanting to listen to men, I don't believe that's true. And again, this is my personal opinion. You can reply whatever. I respect it, but I don't think that that's the problem. You know, it's not about women not wanting to listen to men or to, you know, take advice or whatever. The thing is that so many people are worried about having the final say when that's not what it's really about. If you respect each other, you're willing to listen and make decisions together. It's not about who has the final say or who has the control. The better question is, have we learned how to use our strengths to build something together instead of complicating your relationship trying to have control? Because if I feel like someone is trying to take control over me, I feel real different because I'm not that type of girl to be controlled. However, if I know that you're spitting game to me, if you're educating me and I'm learning something, I'm always willing to listen because you can pick up something that you've never heard before from a stranger. It could be a bum. It doesn't matter. You learn something every day. It's how you choose to retain and receive that information. But if I feel like you're constantly challenging me or being disrespectful or trying to, you know, control me, then I definitely am not going to listen to you because I don't understand your end game. So I think there has to be, for me, I think it's a little more to, you know, women just, you know, being in better positions or having power. If a real woman is not going to care about power, because if you're going towards God, it says the man is the head of household. Leave thy mother and father and cleave to thy wife. So yes, if you understand what it was meant to be in the Bible, the man is supposed to be the head. But again, that doesn't mean that he has to control. I have to do everything he says. That means to be submissive and respectful. But guess what? It goes the same way. So I think that people just focus their power or women being more, you know, in business and education and financially stable, and they think, oh, it's we for all that and we don't want to listen. That's not true. It's the fact that we still want to be respected, because just like melanin men had to fight, women were right beside you. We were fighting too. Our fight was different. So I can't accept that, like, oh, it's about women. No, it's not about that. I love that leading is not ruling. You can't rule me. You can advise me, you can groom me, you can talk to me, but you can't control me. And it has nothing to do with finances or anything. It's just the woman that I am. There's things that I don't allow. I set boundaries and I have expectations, but I expect the person that I'm with to have the same.
Okay. Karen said, I'm more than qualified. I did the work. I took the time to heal. God rebuilt me from the bottom up. I am whole spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. Hey, Karen, what's up, girl? Yeah.
You know, I think I think this is a question that really strokes your ego, to be honest. You know, are you qualified for the person that you're with? But I'll answer it like this. You know, I think it's necessary to, and I kind of agree with what Steve is saying. You know, God don't put two people together that don't meant to be. And I just feel like for my relationship, I have a very intelligent woman who's very spiritually grounded, and even more so than I. And I think God placed us together for her to strengthen me in that way spiritually. And that's what she has been doing. In order for me to lead, I have to be led, right? And so sometimes we misunderstand what leadership is. Leadership is just simply to provide purpose, direction, and motivation. And so when we take the reins to say, you know what, I need to be led in this so that I could be stronger in that, so that when I'm in the position of leadership, I know how to lead. And so I think a lot of times we just misunderstand that leadership and control are two totally different things. When you lead someone, they want to follow you. You don't have to pull them along. Your actions are going to lead them into the direction in which they need to follow. That's the purpose and the direction. Their motivation is how they treat you.
So, Brother Banks, I remember what I was going to say now. So, in these vows, the vows used to have in them, I don't know if they still do, the part obey. All right? And that was for the woman to retort to the man. I promise, love, honor, respect, and obey. And they took that out. A lot of women don't want to hear that. I'm not obeying no man. I'm not doing any of that. Okay? I think we need to put the obey back in. Are you willing to listen and learn from your mate? And I don't think a lot of people are. Well, the communication is going. But anyway, I'm not the expert here, y'all. These are the experts. These are people that are from the most prestigious e-magazine out there, man. And actually, it's not just the e-magazine anymore. You can get it. Order it. It's the Melanin and Marriage, man. And these people, Steve is holding it up right now. And these wonderful, wonderful people, family members, man, they're part of that. And I thank you guys for coming every single Monday, checking it out and listening to the questions, listening to my crazy ass, and giving us some great answers and some help for the people that are out there that really want to ask these questions. Most of these questions were questions that were asked of me, like I'm really going to answer your question correctly, but they were asked of me, and I just said I'll bring it to the table. And that's what we did. So thank you guys. Thank you. Two comments here. I agree, S. Marie Moore. When he comes to you with the best on you, he is the king. Yes, listen and follow and obey. She didn't say that, but I put it in there. All right. Karen said, if a true man is a true woman of God. Oh, I'm sorry. Whew, I messed that one up. I got it.
Greg, you made me get to reading the hard.
Wait, what? Did I read that?
I want to go to that church.
My bad. Please forgive me. If a true man is with a true woman of God, it's easy to know your role. There's mutual respect and obedience. The Bible says to submit to one another, submit one to another. That's a powerful thing when it's in order. Yes, it is. Karen, man. Karen.
I want to say this. I want to say this real quick, Greg.
Call me. Go ahead.
See, the thing is, when we change those true vows that was created under God, that's why I always say in life today, I strive to be like, to not be like what man created, but be like the creator of man.
Okay. All right. Having said that, Sister S. Marie Moore, you got anything you want to say?
I wanted to answer his question. Anthony or Aaron, Mikey person, are you willing to listen and learn from your mate? Absolutely. Every person should, whether it's male or female. It is truly about learning and growing. If you don't listen, you can't learn and grow. And Karen Dave said it best. Like, if a man is with a true woman of God, it's easy to know your role. So absolutely, we should all, listen and adhere to our mate, because that should be your first person. That's your confidant. Between God, like God, your spouse, that's your confidant. You can't learn anything or always talk finances or growth with people on the street. It starts at home.
Absolutely. Brother Banks.
Yeah, there's a word that's been looming around in my head through these conversations. One about arguments, and the other one that S. Marie just talked about, communication and listen. That word is accountability.
Yes.
And so all arguments can be ceased and desist if you just be accountable for your actions within those situations. And I think a lot of times we don't take enough accountability. And sometimes when we don't take accountability, we get into these huge arguments and disagreements. Arguments are just emotions and words. Debates are facts. And so I just want to put some context to what an argument really is and what a debate really is. And so bring some facts to the table if you really want to have a discussion. That way you're not just speaking through emotions. And that's an argument.
Yeah,
that's all I have.
Absolutely. Steve, God is love is God. Go ahead.
No, I agree with Brother Banks because and that's when this argument. Our argument is nothing but the emotion running through. You know, I didn't agree with him earlier. I heard him say when he dated multiple women, you ain't been a player, so stop being a player. Every now and then you're a player, so stop that. But no, for real. I mean,
yes, ma'am.
We have to just.
I appreciate the fact that I am living a life today that you can't see my past.
Well, in your past,
go ahead. I like that. I'm gonna put that in the script. Go ahead.
I just going by what you told me.
Yeah.
So, but no, everyone, within this, we must have a foundation of God. When we truly build our relation, when we allow our relationship to come together naturally under Him, then we actually know what a relationship is. When you try to build off attraction, it's always the next prettiest thing out there. Within God comes love. Within God comes peace, patience. So all of those things where you can't have peace and patience, that's like telling me I can't have God, which ain't true, because every one of those things are God. So God is love, love is God.
Yeah, that's right. Amen. That's right. Gina, what you say? What you say?
Well, first I want to say thank you to Byron and his wife for coming out. We had a good time on Friday. He came all the way out to Gary, Indiana. He spent some time with us playing cards. His beautiful wife. They were really, really very, very nice. Very nice. And this was my first time meeting Byron face to face. So that was a joy to me. But you know what? Relationships are, to me, they're what you make it. And excuse me, I had this conversation with my son, and I've always said this: you choose the person whose mess you want to deal with. Everybody has mess. I don't care who it is. There's always going to be things that you may not, that irks you about a person or whatever it is. Everybody has their little quirks. Which ones do you want to deal with forever? That's what you have to ask yourself. Is this something that I want to continue to deal with for years and years and years down the line? So if you don't ask yourself that question, you're going to find yourself saying, man, she doing this, he's doing that. But you knew that in the beginning. Now it's bothering you because you didn't ask yourself that question. So make sure you ask that question. Is this something I can live with?
If she had the beady balls on her bra strap before I got with her, what make you think that she gonna not have them on there when we together? Come on, man.
We do not want to see the nappy bra strings.
Get the brush or something before you see me. I don't want to see it, because if I see it, man, Karen said there are times when God speaks wisdom to your wife. If it's just about you, you'll miss what God is speaking to her. She will see sometimes what you don't. And finally, Nikki said, let the Bible guide your marriage when the two of you disagree. God's word does not change.
I agree, Aaron. 100%.
Absolutely. Man, I really, really, really enjoyed this one tonight, y'all. Y'all came with it, all right? For real. And they do this every single Monday, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock Central. Y'all come through, man, okay? Melanin Marriage. Hold that book up one more time. Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me give you a close up like you always want.
That cover is pristine, man. Let me tell you something.
That cover is very,
book.
very nice.
And I'm not just
very
saying
nice.
it because I'm on that cover. I'm saying, look at the quality of that magazine.
I know. I'm looking at the gloss on it, man. Look at that.
Yes.
Hey.
Those are some hard copies, man. There ain't no flimsy magazine pages up in there. So
I'm gonna tell y'all this. When y'all buy Peace and
Good night,
Power,
Karen.
when y'all buy Peace and Power,
Karen.
it's flimsy. I ain't got all that. I'm sorry. Flip through it real quick. Throw it away if you want, okay? But flip through it. All right. I'm gonna put it out.
Started to say something.
I'm gonna put it out, and you're gonna buy it, okay? It's only $4 when I put it out. All right. We'll talk about that another time too. And tomorrow, we got
the rounds.
American Idol. She was one of the 8 finalists. She got up at and she can sing, but she's very talented. She do a lot of other things too. Okay, thank you, Mickey. Appreciate you, bro. I've been knowing this guy forever too, man. So she'll be on here tomorrow. Thank you, Kim, and that's about all we got, man. Hey,
I want to say one thing.
Can y'all stay on before after we leave for a second?
I want to say one thing. My condolences to the family in Gary, Indiana, that 10-year-old little boy that got killed this past weekend. It's a very sad situation. Actually, my condolences to everyone that was in those situations that happened this past weekend.
So I just don't argue, man.
But this was a shoot.
Condolence. Well, I'm just saying, man, period. I stay out the way. Everybody talking about, man, yeah, we out there. We out in the streets. We out there. Okay, y'all keep doing that.
I'm not out there.
We've lived, everybody on here, we lived long enough to understand what goes on out there in the streets, okay? So as y'all coming out of high school and getting out of college and y'all say, yeah, we got to get out there. We need to be seen. Okay, y'all do that. I suggest that you don't. Live your life. Do something different, but y'all do that, all right? That's on you. This is Dope Living TV Live, man. We definitely will be here tomorrow. Hope you guys can join in, okay? Peace.
Peace.
Whether in the house or outside, you know that we gon' do it. Make our own decision, turn around and still get through it. When you say the name, you know it's us and what we doing. So turn it on and let the bass get booming. Hey, yeah. Dope Living TV, Dope Living TV, Dope Living TV, Dope Living TV, yeah. We got it all. Come and see, yeah. Dope Living TV, Dope Living TV,